So hello everyone, my name is Alex. I'm from the US. I currently live in Moscow. I teach English here. I've lived here for 8 years. So I work for Accent Language Center, and today's topic is um, what to do and how to reduce stress during the outbreak of the coronavirus. So I guess you all know it's happening right now. We're all sitting home right now, and not only in Moscow, not only in Russia, but all over the world. Some countries are suffering more, some countries are suffering less. Um, but anyway, so now we can, stay home and do something to entertain ourselves and to reduce stress. So, um, so what are the ways? In what ways can we reduce the stress, and how can we entertain ourselves staying in? So, for example, the first thing we can do, I don't do it, but a lot of people do, and a lot of people practice this, is doing, for example, yoga. So, doing yoga. Does anybody do any yoga? So you will have, so the thing is, we'll have 15 minutes. I'll be speaking about this for 15 minutes. And then after I speak, you will have 15 minutes to ask me different questions. So yeah, the first thing is, I guess, yoga. So physical training, physical exercise. This is yoga. The second one is exercising. Yeah, doing some training at home. There are many different applications you can download on your phone, and you can do it at home. You don't need any equipment. Yeah, you can do it with your own body weight. Yeah, we can't really go to the gym now, so a lot of people go to the gym these days. Everybody wants to be fit, everybody wants to be beautiful, but during the quarantine we can't really leave the house. We can't work out properly. Well, in some countries you can. In some countries, you can leave the house to do some exercise, but it's not as it's different, yeah, from our daily workout in the gym with our trainer or without. So anyway, so exercising, and yeah, again, you can use YouTube and find a lot of ways to exercise your body, yeah, even without the equipment. Okay, and why sport? Because sport helps us, yeah. So um, when doing sport, our body produces a lot of hormones that help us reduce stress, and we feel better in general. So physical activity is good, yeah, not just lying on the couch all day and do nothing. Because if we do, we will lose our muscles and we will gain weight, so we'll get a little bit fat. Yeah. Plus, we're eating all the time, so you're staying home. You're just lying on your couch. You're not working out. You're not moving a lot. So you're moving from your kitchen to your room, from your couch to the shower, the toilet, and so you're not really burning any weight, and you're just, you know, not exercising enough. So these two things, yeah, yoga and exercising. That was physical work. Okay, so now I want you to think. Okay, when you will be asking me questions, when you ask me questions, so think of other ways of doing what other physical activities can we do at home apart from like exercising, yeah, and yoga. Okay, number three is, I guess, reading. Yeah, if you have enough patience for it, because whatever you like, you can read some books, some literature, or some articles, but you have to be careful with reading all these articles right now on social media, because that might give you even more stress. Yeah, all this fake news, all these fake articles about the virus, about the statistics. So you have to filter this out, really, not to be stressed even more. Because yeah, so in this time, it's very important to stay sane. Yeah, in your mind as well, not only your body but in your mind, because we all get all this crazy news from the internet, from TV, from anywhere basically. So you have to learn how to filter all this information. Okay, so this reading, yeah, again, it's connected to this. So surfing the internet, right, for different things, and especially doing reading all your social media. So you have to filter that too. Yeah, because we can read, we can find a lot of information, useful and very harmful information on the internet about this virus, and that again, it can increase the level of stress, not reduce it. So this is very important. Okay, so next we can watch movies, right? So some comedies or whatever movies. A lot of people start watching all these movies about these different viruses and the planet being destroyed, yeah, because that's what they want to see now. But it's better to watch some comedies, and if you don't like movies, if it's too long for you, watch some YouTube. YouTube is an amazing place. So now you're using YouTube, it's good. So find maybe something that's interesting to you, your favorite, I don't know, your bloggers, whatever, politics or art or music, whatever that make you happy, yeah, and so you feel better. Again, so filter the information. That's the most important thing right now. To filter the information, yeah, and movies. Okay, number 5, I would say speaking to being in contact with your relatives and friends. Well, physically, we can't really do that, especially with our relatives. Not especially, I mean, some people have older parents, yes, 65 plus or 60 plus, or their grandparents, so we can't really see them um, in person because they are, so we can't because we're in quarantine. So try to stay in touch with them. Try to stay in touch with them on the phone or video calls, or try to teach them somehow over the phone how to use video calls, because now we all have these technologies. We can do video calls that are very helpful now. So it's very important to stay in touch with your relatives and your friends, right? Well, the relatives first. Yeah. So, for example, me, because I live in Russia, but my parents are in the U.S., so I am always in contact with my parents because I'm worried, and so they are worried about me. I'm worried about them. Again, Russia is doing a great job, I guess, right now. The U.S. is not doing very well, which is very stressful. Anyway, for me, because all my relatives are back in the U.S., and that's very stressful. So I try to stay in contact with them, Skype and video calls and different ways of, yeah, video calling. Okay, so, and yeah, with your friends, of course. Well, if you're not sick, if you're just self-isolated, meaning that you don't have any virus, maybe your friends can come visit you, but not in big numbers, right? Like maybe 1 or 2 friends may come to your house, and you can, have fun, do different activities at home. But it's better again to just video call them, because you never know right now who is really sick, who is not. So it's safer to just stay in touch with people using all these new technologies, video calling, Skype, and just the phone. Okay. Um, what else can we do at home? So we can, if you don't know what to do, we can learn new things. For example, learning a language, right? So you're here to learn English, and I think when you have so much free time, well, if you have free time, of course, because some people work a lot even during this outbreak, even if it's online, a lot of people do a lot of they work a lot. But if you don't, or if you have some free time, learning a language is the best way to kill time, and actually it's very useful. Yeah, you have a lot of, again, you have the internet. There's so many opportunities, and again, YouTube. So find out the information about your favorite language, the language you want to learn, and that there are a lot of materials online that you can use to learn a language. Any language. Yep. Okay. So learning a language, then we can learn to, for example, to cook, right? Some people can't cook. I can't cook, so I'm learning new how to cook, how to make new dishes right now because I'm bored. I have nothing to do. Um, I don't live alone, but the person I live with, doesn't want to cook all the time, so I have to learn to do it right now. And again, be careful because if you want to cook some new stuff, you have to be careful going to the shops, right? Again, um, so be careful. Yeah, go at the time when there aren't many people in the shop or in the store. Yeah, so that's another way of healing time. Drawing, I guess drawing. Some people like to draw or paint even. So I guess it's a great way to kill time and reduce stress and learn something new and useful. Yeah. Um, Maybe doing a little renovation in your house, meaning maybe changing the wallpapers or I don't know, changing the color of the doors or the windows, something like this. So yeah, to make your home more cozy and more beautiful. So renovation is another way. Again, cleaning and arranging all the stuff in your apartment because we never have any time for this in our normal life because we all work 24/7. We don't really have much time for ourselves. So cleaning is one of the best things you can do, and that's what I'm doing at home because yeah, maybe I'm not a very tidy person. So cleaning, renovation, arranging things. What else can we do? Um, Maybe something. What's not? It's not illegal, but alcohol can help. But don't drink. Everything is good in moderation. People can do that too. You can have these parties at home with like even drinking online. That's what people do. They just have a bottle of wine and speak to your friends in a conference and have this a few glasses of wine. But again, be careful with this because it can be harmful. So everything is good, but in moderation. So learn that. Yeah. What else can we do? You can go for walks again, but it's very in each country it's different rules, different laws right now. So in some countries you have to stay 6 feet apart, which means like a meter and 1 meter away, from 1 meter from each other, I guess, in the metric system. So 6 feet apart. So you have to follow this rule if you don't want to get the virus or to contract the virus, as you say in English. So yeah, you can go for a walk. Walk your dog. If you don't have a dog, just go for a walk or go to the forest, but not in a crowded place where you might get this virus. Yeah. Um, well, that's it. So let's go through our list again. So physical activity, which is right. The first one is yoga, exercise. Yeah, exercise with our own body weight. Again, we don't need any equipment at home. There are many, many, many other ways to exercise, or you can do dancing. But be careful when you're doing physical exercise because you may disturb your neighbors, right? So my neighbors from upstairs, they're exercising. I don't know what they're doing. Probably dancing, and it's always noisy in my apartment, which makes me a little bit mad because it's loud, really. Um, so physical exercise, and I include like yeah, going for walks if it's possible, of course, and if your area is okay with this, and if it's okay with the laws of your country, yeah, because we don't want to spread or get the virus or break any laws, especially right now because it's very dangerous. Again, reading, yeah, we can read books, our favorite books, or we can read different stuff on the internet, different things, different articles. But again, please filter what you're reading. If we're speaking about the information about the coronavirus, because it's all crazy right now, nobody knows what it is really, and you have to filter it because you might get even more stressed because of that. So filter the information, try. No, social media, again, the same thing. It's even more, it can be more dangerous, like Facebook and all PK in Russia and stuff. So people write, about that, and yeah, be careful with that filtered information. Watching movies, favorite movies. It's better to watch comedies, not something that is scary. Well, it depends. Maybe scary movies, they actually help you reduce stress. I don't know. Tastes are different. People are different. And again, YouTube. YouTube is the best platform. Find the best videos, best YouTubers, bloggers, whatever. Okay, next. Speaking to your relatives. Don't forget about your relatives. You can't visit them physically, but with all these technologies, we can always stay in contact with them. Video calls, just a phone. Yeah, and if it's possible, try to teach them how to use those. If they're older, try. So it'll help. So really helps me to stay in touch with my parents, and yeah, it's good. And again, your friends, yes, stay in touch with your friends. Try not to visit your friends. Again, I'm not saying you have to go and visit them, so because it might be dangerous for you and for them. Yeah, because you never know who is infected or who is not. Learning new things. Yeah, I said learning a language is the best way. It's a long process, and it's a great thing to learn a language. It's amazing. I myself speak 3 languages. I speak English, French, and Russian. So it's great. Maybe I'll take up a new language to learn. Learn to cook, maybe. Yeah, if you don't know how to cook, if the only thing you can cook is omelet, yeah, or a salad, you can learn something more interesting to become a cook or something at home. Yeah, maybe cleaning and repairing and doing a renovation, doing the repair job at home. Yeah, because we never have time for it during our normal life. Now we have a lot of free time. We can do it all at home. Okay, so that's basically it. These are my ways of reducing the stress and finding things to do during the outbreak. So now you have questions to me. I'll be very happy to answer your questions. So. So I'm waiting for your questions. It's our first actually webinar, and it's a bit more. It's a bit complicated right now. I don't really understand how to use all this stuff. So I'm asking our IT specialist to see how that works. Okay, I can see your questions right now. Play computer games, right? Play computer games. I forget about this. Well, I mean, I don't really play computer games. I used to play it when I was younger. Well, I'm not that old, but last time I played a computer game was when I was 21 years old, and that was a long time ago, 10 years ago. Anyway, using PS4, yeah, you can play all this PlayStation, Xbox, all that. You can play by yourself, alone, home, or with your partner if you live with a partner, well, or your friends again. Stay safe. What else? Are you happy you're living in Russia during the whole coronavirus situation? Well, I moved here before, and I'm happy. And actually, staying in Russia right now is much safer than staying in the U.S. Well, not the whole of the U.S., but New York. New York is doing pretty bad, and it's true. It's not fake news. It's crazy. America was not ready for it. But we're not speaking politics right now here. It's just I think Russia was more prepared in terms of its the what's the word health system, and stuff. But it's a long conversation. What activity do you prefer? What do I prefer? Uh, what do I prefer? I don't know. I'm working all the time. I don't have, I have more work actually right now. With Accent, I have my own students, so people have more free time. They want to learn the language, and I'm actually working from the early morning till the late evening. And then I'm just tired and I don't know, watch movies and sleeping, and finally I can sleep more right now. What is your favorite Russian movie at the moment? At the moment, the Russian movie, the Russian movie, the Russian movie. Uh, can't think of any right now. I'm sorry. I'm a bit stressed because of this. My first time on this webinar thing. Can you recommend some cereal? Okay, cereal. Do not say cereal in English. Cereal means food, right? Something you eat in the morning. In English, we say TV series. TV series. Don't say cereal, please. Say TV series. Um, what can I recommend you to watch? I'm not really big fan of TV series because I think you need a lot of time if you want to watch. Just watch Netflix. Like, go on Netflix, get a subscription. I don't know if you can watch it for free, but get a subscription. It's not very expensive. Choose whatever you like. I can't really recommend anything because I don't really watch this myself. I don't have much free time. But the latest show I watched, which was really really funny, is called Sex Education. It's a British show. It's really funny. It's related to sex, but come on, we're all adults here, and it's really really funny. Sex Education. Watch this. Um, I very hope that in Russia will not be like in the US. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too. And I have a lot of well, I have a lot of friends who are here from other countries, and they see what's happening in their own countries, and they don't want to go home. First of all, they are unable to go home because you can't, because the borders are shut down, and they see that Russia is doing a great job right now. So guys, stay strong, please, and we'll see. We need to survive this. 4 weeks to go. We'll survive. Which your first outside activities after and first outside activities? I don't know. I just want to go. I want to do I don't know, for a long walk, and maybe I want to do cycling. I really want to do cycling. So bicycle, riding a bicycle. This is what I want to do. Um, yeah, and I want to go to the gym because I do the gym and I can't really go to the gym right now. That kind of that is not good. So maybe it's not outside, but it's inside. But I really want to go to my gym. I really like sports. Have you seen Game of Thrones? I know about Games of Thrones. Sorry, um, but I haven't really watched like full episodes. I have to. Well, I have a lot of free time, so maybe I should give it a try and watch this. Okay. What place in M's Moscow? I was like, what is the center? Guys, I live in the center. Uh, any Moscow, just the center is awesome. It's amazing. Like Kuznetsky Most is great. Um, Lubyanka area is great. What's the street called? Well, anywhere in San Barikadne, I live in Barikadne, so I like it a lot. Pushkinskaya and all this, the bar street. I like it. What global problems concern you the most, though? Well, at the moment it's coronavirus, and the second thing is the relationships between the U.S. and Russia. I hope it gets better. We must, improve our relationships, and especially right now, we need to forget about all this stuff and sanctions and all that crazy stuff. We need to, work together to fight this virus. Um, no one knows where it came from. Some people say it's China, some people say it's the U.S. you know, these conspiracy theories, but we need to unite against this virus and fight it all together. Because I live here right now, and I really don't like the situation with the sanctions and, you know, all these fights and stuff. What's your favorite park here? What is my favorite park here? My favorite park. When I moved to Moscow, I used to live. When I moved here, I lived in Sokolniki. No, it was like Badenka. So we had this Sokolniki forest, Sokolniki Park. It was pretty good. It's just a forest. I really like that. Um, so, what's your favorite Russian food, man? Oh, my favorite Russian food. Okay, I would say I could just say borscht. But no, everybody says borscht, right? No, I really like, at the moment, I really like холодец. Uh, I was shocked when I saw it for the first time because it was like jelly meat. But now I really like it. It's cool. It's nice. I don't know, the Russian food, the meats. I love all the kind of meat and the Russian salads. Even though like the Russian food is all about mayonnaise, mayo. So but I like it. What's a dish you've learned to cook on quarantine? Myself, I'm learning to cook soups right now. You know, the Russians, the borscht. My girlfriend is Russian, so she's teaching me how to do that. I'm a bad learner, but I'm trying. I'm trying. So, who cooks khalas for you? My girlfriend's mother. She does. Every time we go see her, we can't do it right now because it's quarantine. But every time we go see her, she always cooks like tons of that because I really like it. So, the whole thing, I love it. She cooks it for me. Well, not only for me, but for us. But I mostly eat it by myself. Each day is warmer than the previous, and summer coming soon, but we close at home. It's bad. It is bad. But come on, we'll survive. Yeah, spring is coming. And once we're able to leave the house, it'll be just great, warm, sunny, awesome. So don't worry, we'll survive. 4 weeks to go. Don't worry. Some more questions. So guys, Russians eat garlic when they're sick. Do people in the U.S. do that? Well, we know about the benefits of garlic when you're sick. Of course, some people do. Some people do. Yeah, vitamin C. The vitamin C, of course. Is it the vitamin C that's beneficial? I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Some people do. So someone was asking me, do you guys in the U.S. do you eat like what is it? Sunflower seeds? We do. The sandwich, right? It's not only the Russians who eat it; Americans do it too. How do you feel time flows with your own? No, it's really like the time goes so slowly. The time goes so slowly. Yeah. Well, for me it's okay because I have to work all the time. I don't really notice this, but I don't know. Like I have friends who here or in the U.S. actually who like they can't work online, so they just stay home and I don't know what they do. This is really crazy. For me, it's not so bad because I have to work and I can work online. So it's really good that we can actually work online. Imagine if that happened like 20 years ago and we didn't have like all this cool cell phones with like screens. We only had this Nokia 3310. We couldn't, and we wouldn't be able to do anything. But now, yeah, we're really lucky that we have all these technologies that can help us survive this and work and just the entertainment, all that. Not vitamin C, but what is it? I'm working at home, and for me, time very quick. Well, yeah, it really depends. It really depends. It depends on the day. Sometimes, like today, has been very hectic for me. Hectic means like a lot of work. I've been working since 7 o'clock in the morning. Now it's 8 o'clock in the morning, almost. Oh, sorry, in the morning, in the evening. So yeah, um, it's been a hectic day, but the time goes really quickly right now. But other days, it's different. Each day is different for me. Okay. So we have, I guess we have 2 more minutes. So come on, ask me more questions. I hope I'm not speaking very quickly right now, too fast, because I'm a bit nervous. It's my first time on doing this webinar, and I'm a bit stressed myself. So when I'm stressed, I speak too fast. Oh, 18 people we have. Wow. What countries have you visited? In which of them the club life is? Oh, my favorite topic, right? My boss knows, right, Dana? Well, I've been to many countries. But, okay, Berlin. I mean, Germany. Best country for, okay, Russia, of course. The nightlife here is great, but I would say I really like Berlin nightlife. It's different from here. It's more like underground, smaller places. People are weird in a good way, like they're crazy in a good way. Um, Germany, Berlin, amazing. It's cheap, much cheaper than the rest of Europe, and it's great. If you want to party hard, go to Berlin. And I have visited most countries in Europe, except the Balkans and Scandinavia. Scandinavia? How do you pronounce it? Scandinavia? Yeah. You're great during the webinar. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. I guess we can have a few more questions, and we can finish this. Or we can, I don't know, can we stay longer? I recommend Austria. Well, I've never been to Austria, but I would like to. I would like to visit, so it's on my list of countries I would like to visit. I wanted to go to Germany in April because I have relatives in Germany, but I can't go, unfortunately, because of this virus. Well, I think I'll just visit them later. Usually I eat at the cafe and just go there and choose dishes. But these days I need a minute. I don't know what to cook tomorrow. Go on YouTube. Like go on YouTube and just type in some random food, and it will just give you some random dish, some random dish, and I will show you how to cook a random dish. And I guess that's the best way. I love YouTube for anything. You can find anything on it. So if you don't know what to do, go on YouTube and yeah, type in random dish. If you were retired, which country would you choose for living? Interesting question. Okay, I guess. Okay, I love Russia. I love the U.S., but the best country to retire is Canada. Canada is the best country to retire. Yeah. Uh, what are your favorite YouTubers? I love politics, and so I mostly watch these channels. I really like Andy Worski. I think his channel they're trying to block his channel, YouTube, political reasons. But Andy Worski you can watch, or what's his name, like Rebel Media. You can watch this. I mean, that's what I like. I like political channels, and the channels where they teach languages. So these are my favorite things. I like politics. I like languages. I like traveling. I think it's all connected. Yeah. What do you think of this? Provocative question. What do I think of Mr. Putin? Um, I oh my god, you're all gonna kill me right now. But actually, I kind of like him, like what he does for the country at the moment. I think he's doing the right thing. You know, he's not very popular right now here, and I know about this nullification of his terms, but I think he's doing a better job than most European politicians right now. So, and even like our politicians. So he's doing a good job right now, guys. So, what cities are so crowded like Moscow? Where have you been? The the cities, New York. New York is crazy. It's like Moscow. It's very crowded. Europe, European cities are smaller. You can't really compare them to like Russian cities or American cities. Um, in Europe, Barcelona was pretty crowded, but I think it's because of the tourists. Berlin is not really crowded, and other cities are quite small. So, do you see fresh night lights? So from your side, do you see fresh night lights? So from what is it? I don't know. Sorry, Lena. What are you talking about? What is fresh night light show? You mean? Late night show? All Americans go to therapists. Why do you think they do that? Because America is all about money. Everybody's making money. Um, you know, once you have a problem, it's like you grow up like this. You know, you grow up in this society where everybody does it. So for you, it's normal. Um, so and that's why you do, and it's business. You know, some things seem not normal here, uh, but that's just a way of life, and that's how people live and stuff. So a lot of people go to doctors. A lot of people take a lot of medicine. You know, it's true, um, but it's just a way of life. I don't, because I live here. I used to, when I was a student, I used to take a lot of all those like we when you're a student, you take a lot of medicine that helps you, you know, cope with studies and stuff. But I don't do that anymore. But I used to. Do I watch this? Sometimes. I'm not a really big fan of it, but sometimes. I don't watch TV much, and I don't really don't watch the American TV at the moment because I live in Moscow. So sometimes I watch YouTube. And every time I go home, every summer I go home, I watch this. For me, it's always something new on TV. It's always new programs, new faces, new anchors, new stuff. It's like I'm really like far behind on what's going on in the U.S. and like the media and stuff. Don't really know. Any more? Do you have anything to look up? Hmm. No, no, not really. I no. They're all spoiled. I don't know. They're all like they all care about only money and no, not really. I don't really. No. Maybe when I was like younger, like when I was 18 or 19, 20, maybe I was, you know, interested in all that, but not now. If I like, well, it's not the celebrities that I like. I like their what they do, you know. So their music or their movies or their what do they do? Yeah, stuff like that. Yes, I do give online lessons. So if you want to have lessons with me, contact them, and yeah, we can have. I have some time right now, so if you want some lessons, we can do lessons online. And I also do. I'm sorry, I also do French. So if you're interested, but like very you know very the beginner level. Have you visited Russian Dacha? Of course, of course. I've lived here for a long time. I've been to many dachas. I like it. The country house, and I've visited quite a lot in Russia. I've traveled quite extensively. Yeah, it's a good word. Extensively, like a lot, around Russia. So I've been to many places you guys haven't been to, because especially if you're from Moscow, you never travel. You're like, oh, I've been to Moscow and like St. Petersburg. That's it. I've been to other places in Russia, so I'm proud of that. Yes, with the while we're in this quarantine, we have to, yeah. I mean, by staying at home, where we are improving the environment, I guess, because you're not, trashing around, not dropping litter all over the place. So by staying at home, you know, yeah. Because in some countries, I've seen that like all these wild animals come to cities right now because no one's controlling them. No one's out. No one is out. Yeah. So all these wild animals are coming to the cities, which is quite funny. What are the regretted things for you that were canceled on? Um. Well, I don't know. It hasn't been for a long time, for such a long time. It's been only for like what 2 weeks now, for a week and a half. Well, I wish I could go. I could visit the gym, and that's it, really. Um, who would you dream of becoming when you were a kid? Definitely not a teacher. Definitely not a teacher. I didn't. I would. No, definitely not a teacher. I don't remember. It was a long time ago, but definitely not a teacher. But I'm a teacher right now. I love it. I love teaching. So, yeah. Come on, guys. More questions. You're welcome. So if you have more questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer all of your questions. I feel like I'm a celebrity right now. I'm just a teacher, but yeah, I feel important right now. They say Russian women are the most beautiful. What kind of sports do you like watching? Okay, so two questions. So the first about sports. So what sports do I like watching? Okay, if there's a World Cup of something, I would watch it. If there's just a game, like a soccer game or football, whatever you call it, I don't watch it because it's boring. But if there's like a World Cup or like the Olympic Games, I would watch it. Really, I like it. Um, anything because it's cool. But if you're speaking American football is good. It's really like it's awesome. You have to be there. And you have to watch it in person. It's really 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 like, exciting. Say Russian women are the most beautiful women. Oh, Russian women, they women. Okay, it's a long. I could speak about it for a long time, but the Russian women are just beautiful. I would say they're just more feminine than the Western women. Um, I blame feminism. Yeah. So the Western women, they can be beautiful too. I mean, everyone is beautiful. It's just like there's feminism. It's very strong in the West. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, right? Because some it has done really good, great things for women. But it's just in America, in the West in general, they're all more like mm, they don't look as feminine as uh, I wouldn't say they should, right? But as they do here. So that's why. So it's all about femininity. It's like I have a lot of American friends. I know some American girls who live in Russia in Moscow, and you can see how they're changing when they come here because they have to compete with Russian women here, right? So they come here to teach. Like I know some girls who teach English here, and so when they come here, they're usually single. Yeah, have no boyfriends. They come here and they want to have a boyfriend or weekend boyfriend. So different things. But anyway, so they have to compete with Russian girls, and it's really difficult for them. It's really difficult. They suffer. They suffer. I'm not against feminism, okay? I'm not against it. I'm just um, in the West. It's just. 1 minute and this is it. Okay, so yeah, I get it. I think it's. Oh, I'm back. I guess I'm back online. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's see. I'll call you back. Okay. Can anyone see me right now? Do you guys see me right now? Am I still online? Anyway, if I'm still online, like, okay, it's been a pleasure to talk to you guys. We can continue our conversation next time. Uh, Thank you very much. And yes, I do online lessons. I do online lessons on accent. So in that school, accent language center. So if you want to have lessons with me, uh, please contact them and we can have lessons. Well, thank you all very much. It's been a pleasure and see you next time. I'll see you next Friday, guys. And next Friday we'll speak about grammar. So have a great weekend. Stay safe. Don't go out. Uh, Stay safe, guys. Bye bye.